Shannon, good evening. This is the most amount of shooting victims in one incident in recent memory in Chicago. At about 6:30 p.m. tonight, four individuals in a black vehicle opened fire in the south side of Chicago outside of a funeral home. 14 people were shot. Some of those funeral attendees ended up opening fire on that vehicle. We do not know the specific conditions of the victims, only that most are in serious to critical condition. They have been sent to 5 area hospitals. Some 60 gun shell casings have been found on the scene. The suspects crashed that vehicle that they were in and they fled the scene. The police do have one person of interest in custody. The motive is unknown at this time, but we know that one officer was assigned to protect that funeral as a precaution. The funeral was for a man that was shot and killed just a mile and a half away from that funeral home. Now, tonight's shooting happened amid a major spike in gun violence in Chicago, where year to date, shootings are up 47% and murders are up 51%. Before this shooting, President Trump reportedly signed off on sending 150 Homeland Security investigative agents to Chicago to reinforce local law enforcement there. Witnesses to tonight's shooting say they welcome that federal help.
We wish it would stop, and we're glad the federal troops are here in Chicago because the violence is literally just as worse as the Pandora. The Panderas. Yes, and so, I mean, we need more cops and federal troops because it's literally like we're in Iraq or something.
2 weeks ago, President Trump and the Department of Justice launched Operation Legend, an effort to send federal law enforcement reinforcements to cities experiencing a recent surge in gun violence. It started in Kansas City, Missouri, which is experiencing a record homicide rate. Today, Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot accepted the same federal help to bolster the FBI, DEA, and the ATF there, but she said that the agents would be managed in part by the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Illinois. Mayor Lightfoot making it very clear she is wary of federal agents being deployed as they have been in Portland, Oregon, where the feds are accused of using excessive force and violating civil rights in confrontations with groups of protesters who have been attempting to destroy the federal courthouse there. And in a tweet tonight sent by the mayor just minutes before that shooting in Chicago, Mayor Lightfoot wrote this, quote, under no circumstances will I allow Donald Trump's troops to come to Chicago and terrorize our residents. Shannon, it is important to note that the federal agents that are in Portland, according to the DHS, Department of Homeland Security, are there because they sent them there. DHS says those agents are there to protect federal property from rioters. They are not sent there under Operation Legend to help with traditional crime. That is a whole separate operation. But again, what we're seeing here is both sides of the political aisle, they're conflating both issues for political points, and that's a whole separate situation. But DHS saying what's happening in Portland is not Operation Legend, which is federal agents reinforcing to help law enforcement fight traditional crime.